Hey everybody, welcome back to Binge and Breakdown, where we cover every show, every episode, and every opinion, from comedies to thrillers and everything in between. I'm your host, Shania Thomas, and again, I have Lenny Tangashako back with me. Say hello.
I got
And today we'll be breaking down Season 2 of Amazon original Them. In this season, it is called
The Scare.
The Scare. Yep. It is set in 1991 in Los Angeles, and it's just around Dawn, a detective who's investigating a brutal murder of a foster mother. And then if we want to talk a little bit about the first episode.
I don't think it was a murder.
It was literally a murder. If you don't remember that.
Well, I mean, I do remember, but if you...
We literally know who the murderer was.
Okay, but if you look at what happened to her, that's not murder. That's like a exorcism. Like, she got, like...
Okay, it was a murder.
All right.
So our two main characters that we're following in the first couple of episodes is Detective Dawn Reeve and Edmund Gaines. Edmund Gaines is an actor who's trying to start
failing actor.
He's a budding actor who is starting his journey.
He's the worst.
And then stop. That is episode 1. So episode 1 is just stop.
I'm sorry.
Episode 1 is like just introducing the two characters and their two separate lives. It really shows the scary image of the foster mother. She was like bent up, cracked.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's not a murder, bro. She's literally
sink. Like this is like the first 5-6 minutes of
that was
movie.
crazy. Like what are
it
you
was
doing?
Like the first couple of minutes, and we see a dead woman like literally bent up, like it was giving Kevin Gates. Like
what? Kevin Gates?
It was giving like Kevin Gates, like, you know, when he poses like on this thingy, and he's like
no. It looked very
Please
bad.
Let me know if anyone knows what I'm talking about. Kevin Gates. Yes,
Why
Kevin Gates.
I
will search it up right now, and I will literally make it the picture of the podcast today. Like,
no, because she didn't look like, bro, she looked way worse, bro. I know what you're talking about, where he's holding his leg. Yeah. Bro, she looked way worse.
I'm making this a picture for the podcast.
All right, that's fine. She looked way worse.
Well, obviously,
her wrist was bent backwards, bro. Her foot was literally at her head.
Yeah, and she was crushed underneath
and
the
her face was like mad disoriented, bro. It literally looked like disgusting, and I was like, oh my gosh. It really, I mean, this is off topic, but it really made me wonder, like, how do you even like make that scene, like as a director, like, what do you say? Like,
I don't think it was actually her.
Nah.
Like, no, get under the sink now.
Nah, they probably used AI. They definitely used AI.
I don't think they used AI, but...
Okay, let's talk about it now, because how did you make that? How do you do that?
I'm pretty sure they have, like, materials where they can, like, I don't know, make stuff out of wax or something like that. They can make a mannequin, something. Before AI, they were definitely making stuff like that in scary movies.
Gang, have you heard of CGI, bro?
Please stop. Okay, moving forward. So now Dawn is starting her investigation on the murder. And it starts to, like, uncover different details of, like, the background of the foster mother, like, going through,
she was
like,
loud.
The different kids. And then people were saying that she was, like, well, the kids were saying that she was, like, crazy, and that she, like, was seeing stuff.
Yeah, and she said, oh, he's coming, right?
Yeah.
And then she had TVs, right? A
lot of TVs facing the bed, and she would, like, refuse to go to sleep, and she would never let the kids go to sleep.
Yep. Did she have mirrors covered? I believe she did, right?
I think so. I don't know.
Okay, because that was a common theme. She had mirrors covered, like, throughout, remember? You know, because he was in the mirrors.
Oh, yeah.
I'm whispering like y'all can't hear me.
Yeah. And then, so that's, like, kind of happening in Dawn's life. And then it, like, shows a little bit about Edmund. He has a couple different auditions for a major role. and I don't think he gets them.
He doesn't, because he sucks.
He was not a good actor. And this plays a really big role into who Edmund is as a character, because Edmund was like this really like shy and like quiet guy who just like really wanted to be a famous actor. And you can also tell that he was like,
didn't have it.
He didn't have anyone. Like, you could tell that he was kind of lonely.
He was lonely. You remember when he was flirting with that girl?
Yeah.
And then he just made it weird.
Yeah.
Because he was like, didn't he start talking about family or something like that?
I
don't
can't really
remember.
remember.
He was
like,
bugging,
the
and I
details
was like,
of that.
dude, what are you talking about? Like,
yeah. And then episode 3 is called The Man with the Red Hair. So this is where, no, we already kind of covered episode 2.
Fair.
Episode 3 is called The Man with the Red Hair. Don receives like the description of the killer. So he's just like a man.
We have to talk about like, because this is like the thing. This is the first in one of those first episodes, like 1 or 2. Remember, she was at the scene, right? Mm-hmm. At the scene of the murder, and everybody's around the caution tape, and then she looks off at the crowd, and then she sees somebody that looks very suspicious, you know?
Oh, yeah.
The black guy in the wife beater, he looked madly and suspicious, and he was doing a menacing smile, almost similar to the if you watched our previous episode, which you should definitely tune into. Mm-hmm. Shameless plug right there, you know what I'm saying? Bro, it was menacingly like the tap dance man's, you know? Mm-hmm. And then she chased after him, running. She's running all through these projects. It's like mad trench. Like, everybody's like throwing things at her. They're like, because she's a cop. You know?
Yeah. So they're like, you pig. Like,
and she's black.
And she's
black. And she's like, you're supposed to be one of us. Things like that. You know.
Yeah.
And then she goes into his house. She sees him, and then when she's there, she asks him. She says, "Why did you run?" And because he's saying, "Oh, I didn't do anything," she's like, "Why did you run?" And then he's like, "Oh, I just have my baby. I have my baby. You know, he just wanted to get home to his kid." Mm-hmm. And then she goes and she's there, and then she sees that the mirrors are covered.
Oh yeah.
And then she says, "Why are the mirrors covered?" She's like, and then he goes like, "That's where he sees me, or he's in there, or something like that." You remember what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And then now moving back to like episode 3 and things like that, there's more murders, right? Mm-hmm. Or it was that guy. That guy died, remember? And he was also disoriented like the foster mother. Yeah.
So a lot of the, like, when they're discovering these murders, they are all bent up the same way.
Yes.
And then, like, when they are just, like, investigating the specific murders, it always ties back to these people seeing this man with red hair. And they have their mirrors and TVs, like obsession with TVs and mirrors. That just keep on happening. And then I think the next episode is when Dawn like has the vision, or not vision, but she gets the flashback of meeting her twin brother.
Yes.
So Dawn gets a vision where she meets her twin brother. Well, she doesn't think that that's her twin brother, but so Edmund is like looking for his family, because he's like, well, I have no one. So he looks for his family, for someone that he can find to match up with. And it comes back that Dawn is his sister. So he goes and he visits her, and Dawn kind of like sends his ass back to wherever he came from, because she was just like, you are not my brother. Like, basically, he kind of just came on the front step and was just you're my sister.
Like, I don't know you. You don't got no proof. Like, what? You can't just say that to nobody.
And then she was just like,
and
okay.
He's just a weird looking guy.
Yeah, and he was weird, like, the way he acted too.
Yeah,
like everything.
Like, wow, you have such a beautiful family.
Yeah.
I mean, like, obviously,
it's just giving like weirdo, and then with like, all of that, like, I would probably do the same thing. Like, get out of my face.
That would make me highly uncomfortable.
Yeah. And then the next episode, we see that Edmund is like,
he's losing it. He's losing himself.
He starts to get go crazy because he's not like getting these.
He's lonely.
He's not getting
his acting roles because he's just not that. You don't got it.
And he kind of just loses it. I'm pretty sure it's his birthday. Around his birthday.
It is.
And he goes to like a friend's house and he finds like this tape of the friend's birthday when they were little.
I think before that happens, he's working at a place similar to like Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh yeah.
And then he really starts bugging and he grabbed a knife. And he had a knife out while there was kids around. And he was scaring the kids, and then there was like, "Oh, you're fired." And I think that was his final straw.
I think that set him off too.
Which is crazy because did you not expect to get fired?
Yeah,
bro? Just, like,
I think that was the breaking point, and then from there, it was. I think it was his birthday, and he found the tape and he watched it, and then he kidnapped his friend. And
I wouldn't say friend, I'll be honest.
Whatever they were. But I just know that Edmund was jealous.
He was the cameraman for the role. He was the cameraman for the auditioning people. Yes. Okay, and we actually left out the part that the girl that he was flirting with, she didn't run acting place, but she was like
She worked at an
acting place, and she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna look for roles that I think you would look good in." So he came to their acting place, right? Mm-hmm. And then you remember he had like he got really into character, right?
Oh yeah.
It was like bad. It was like he got really into character, and then chills. You could take over.
It was like he came in like a disturbing costume. Basically, they just told him to leave.
And they're like, "You're freaking everybody out. Like, you need to chill." Get out.
So I think all of that stuff happening to him at once kind of really set him off. And then back to the birthday thing, he kidnaps the boy or the guy, makes him watch the tape of his like 6th birthday or something like that. Then he starts recording the guy. Mind you, the guy's tied up. He's in a random basement.
Sing it.
And he's just like telling him to like repeat the words that are being said in the tape.
And then it's ironic because he's also like he's not an actor, but he's like in the acting scene. And and then he's like, "Cut, do it again, like you mean it," something like that. Like,
so he's just like kind of torturing the guy, and then he starts like beating him with like
dude. Well, the guy tried to break free, and then he just
started beating him, like hit his like knees and stuff like that, and his bones were breaking. And then they were walking in like the desert, but the guy was still alive.
They weren't walking anywhere. Don't say that. They were. Edmund had immobilized him. Okay, he broke both of his legs. The guy was tied up. It was not a fair fight at all. And then so he's in the guy's trunk. Edmund takes him to a desert, right? Edmund's dragging him actually in the desert. It's California, so it's definitely hot too, you know. And then he has a shovel. And then the guy's like, "Don't do this. Like, what do you want? Like, I'll give you money, blah, blah, blah." And then Edmund's like, "It's not about the money." And then he genuinely kills him for no reason. Because if it's not about the money, what's it about? But he was just kind of jealous, I guess.
I think it was
about the girl
jealousy.
and, like, just his life just wasn't going the way he wanted.
And, I mean, like, the boy... I think Edmund has never had, like, an actual birthday party. He never had a family.
Yeah,
but
like,
seeing
bro,
that guy did, like, have all that stuff that he wanted... It was just jealousy.
And then he, like, bashed his head in so bad. It was, like...
And then walked away crying.
That's one thing about this. This is definitely rated R. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, they definitely... this show definitely shows you everything.
Like, felt like I was at the scene. I was like, oof.
Yeah. Yeah, that was... It was definitely...
That was a breaking point.
It was definitely something. Mm-hmm. And then do you remember, like, what happens after that?
So after that happens, Edmund's kind of, like... Now he's just on the path of, like, this is my life, you know what I'm saying? Like, now I'm just gonna, like, torture everybody. Oh, and we forgot to mention, the place where he tortured the guy was, like, around, like, this doll place. You remember?
Mm-hmm.
It was like near this like doll place, and the doll, ironically, had red hair, like
The
red
rag
string.
doll, the
Yeah,
Raggedy Ann dolls.
The doll had red string hair. And then I think this was around the time. So there was this shop, right? You remember the shop?
Mm-hmm.
And there was these two Asian twins, and they were going through the same thing. Well, actually, no. Dawn got called to a murder.
Yes.
Right. And it was at the shop with two Asian twins, and then Dawn was talking to the brother about it. The twins' older brother about what had happened, correct? And then he was like, he was like, oh, they just started acting so weird, like, and they kept talking about like he's outside, and then we was like, who are they talking about? And they were like, the red hair man, and then they actually had recorded footage of like. They had like on the VHS on the camera, and they were like, "Don't you see him? Don't you see him?" And like both of them were going crazy, and then they ended up dying in the same way. And then now Dawn is really like, yeah. And while all this is happening, Dawn is also dealing with a very her partner is not that good. Her partner on the case is a white guy named McKinney, and he's like I'm not gonna say he's racist because he didn't really do anything that was like prompt me to say it, but he definitely was like,
Yeah, he was like a little weird.
Yeah, you could tell he was like.
Well, there was a scene where like he like was kind of attacking Dawn.
Yeah,
because remember they like were fighting, and like didn't she like shoot him?
Oh yeah. No, but that was way towards the end.
Yeah,
that's way.
But like that's like confirms that McKinney was like.
I don't think that's racist though. I gotta be honest. Like, I gotta be honest. Like, he didn't do that because he didn't.
I mean, but also McKinney like kind of was like trying to get into Dawn's life, because remember like.
Oh my
Kel,
God. He got
Kel is
son.
Dawn's son.
Yeah.
Kel was walking home, and McKinney picked Kel up.
Yeah.
And Dawn like was like pissed.
We're kind of all over the place, but
we're kind of always all over the place.
We are all over the place.
We are touching
because
everything.
It's all just coming together in the show. They show like they don't stay with one person throughout every episode.
Yeah, it's kind of all over the place.
It's a continuous story. Like, for example, Dawn's mother, which I guess we'll just say it because we're all over the place, is not her actual mother. It's a foster mother adopted mother. And guess what? Tell him.
It's her grandmother?
No. What? What are you talking about? No.
Why would you leave this to me?
Bro, I had to turn the technical difficulties. No. But what I thought my partner was gonna say was that the foster mother that had died in the beginning was Dawn's foster mother. And Dawn's foster mother was the foster mother to her and her twin brother, Edmund. And guess what? Who Dawn and Edmund were. Dawn and Edmund...
No, don't say that part yet.
I have to
don't say that part yet.
I have to say it.
Because...
you have to let me say it. Dawn and Edmund are the children of...
Ruby Lee.
Ruby, who is the oldest daughter of season 1.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, it's chills. Absolute chills. And
but
then,
we don't even find that out.
We don't get to know that until the very end. But I will say this, and then I'll really back in. Sorry, guys. I will say this, that because of that, Edmund's whole thing, the whole reason he's doing this is to try to get to Dawn.
Yeah.
He just wants to talk and communicate with Dawn.
And he kind of just wants his family back, because basically what happened was, so Ruby Lee from season 1 got pregnant very young after...
Nah, I wouldn't say very young.
Well, she was young. She had twins.
Yeah.
Newborn twins.
And she was just like, you'll take better care of them.
And she gave them to the foster mother.
And the foster
mother...
Chips.
She was horrible, especially to Edmund.
Yes.
Because he was like, really... Was it the... No, it was not the...
Yes, it
foster.
was. Yes, it was.
Was it the
Yes,
foster
it was.
mother?
Yes, it was.
But remember, the adopted mother had Edmund at a point too, and she was just like, I tried to get him away from the rag doll, the red hair doll, for so long,
Oh my
and he
gosh.
didn't want to.
Yes.
And then she gave him to the foster mother.
Dude, Edmund's low key. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna say he's justified because he killed like a smooth 6-7 people.
6-7.
Bro.
But
like it kind of makes sense because what he was really trying to do while doing that was just communicate to Dawn, and also because of the rag doll, the adopted mother, her name was Arnett, right? That's Arnett.
Yes.
The adopted mother, she also ends up dying.
No, not Arnett. Athena.
Oh, Athena. She also, at her job, she starts to see rag dolls appear constantly, and she's like, "What? Like, what is?" And she doesn't like this doll already because of Edmund, and then she keeps seeing it, and then eventually she gets isolated, and oof, man. Yeah, Edmund just comes for everybody.
Edmund is kind of just going for people like
close to Dawn,
but at a point he started to go after Dawn too. Mm-hmm. And I just think that it was because also the adopted mother, she was like,
she's a part of it too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and then like, I think it also stemmed from what was it? Like, remember the scene where they showed how the dad died, and Edmund was like torturing the mom, and she was just like, "Mom, you try," before he killed her, because she was like crawling on the ground,
dude.
And then it
chopped
showed
her head off. For one,
it showed the scene of like, remember the dad like needed his medication, but he was telling Edmund to open it, and Edmund couldn't open it.
Yeah.
And then it was like showing like the mom's fingers were like demented and couldn't open the thing, and he was just like, "Mom, you try to open the thing. You try to open it." And then that's like when
and she blamed him, and that's why she got rid of him.
Yeah, because so basically her husband died, and Edmund was there watching. I think he was probably like
he was
5
young.
or
He was
6.
Like 4 years old.
Yeah, he was like really young. And the dad needed his medication, and the dad asked Edmund to open the medication. And if you've ever opened a medication bottle, you know damn well that no little kid is gonna be able to open those things.
Yeah, it's like one of those squeeze and
twist.
twist.
The squeeze twist ones.
Like,
and the mom like blamed Edmund for it. Sometimes I still can't do it. She blamed Edmund for it. Don't look at me like that. And that's when she sent him to the foster home. And then I think that is why the foster mom was the first one to die, because it was just like, well,
the foster mom, because she treated him so terribly.
Yeah,
and
everyone treated him terribly.
I don't know. He really wasn't helping his case. I'll be honest.
Yeah, but like, it's kind of valid. Like, I mean, I wouldn't recommend anyone do this, but like, if that's what you want to do, if that's the way you want to get your justice, if that's the way you want to get your point across, go right ahead. Because I mean, at the same time, like,
how do you mean go right ahead?
As long as you're not gonna do it to me, I mean, you know, shit.
That is such a selfish outlook. That is so crazy. Yeah, no, but in the end, like, oh no, actually, we can't even end it because we have to talk about Dawn. So Dawn is seeing all the let's talk about it. The police are already facing a lot of backlash.
Because they're not solving the cases.
Because they are not solving the cases, and no, they're not solving cases other than this one. And Dawn wants this case to be brought to life that there is a serial killer in LA, but they don't want to do that because they're already facing backlash for cases that they have not already
solved. All of the cases basically that are all similar, where they're seeing the people and stuff like that are not being solved. I mean, how would you solve? Who was doing that to people? Like,
I don't know, but basically they're trying to keep this under wraps, and Dawn is like, no, I have to tell. Like, there is a serial killer. Like, people are dying, and like, we know why people are dying, or we don't know why, but we know that people are dying. Mm-hmm. So Dawn is on this case, and she leaks it, right? Which people in the office hate that. Like, and so now she's getting like targeted in the office. Like, nobody likes her except for this one guy. I forgot his name. The like Hispanic dude, like Mendez or something like that. Yeah. Mendez. I believe so. Or actually, I'm not 100% sure, but like we can fact check that. We can fact check that.
Okay.
But they keep going. I lost my train of thought. So Dawn is on a case. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Dawn is now onto this case, and there's a little boy, and he claims to be seeing the red hair man, and Dawn wants to do something about it, but the police are saying, no, you can't, like, leave it alone. Like, we're going to have somebody else on the case because you already broke the rules about telling people about this, and you're not solving it. And then the red hair man, or Edmund at this point, gets him while he is in the cop car with Dawn, and then it looks like Dawn killed him. You know? It looks like Dawn killed him, and she's put in like what's it called? Or she's not arrested. She's in custody. Yeah. And then now she's in custody, and like everybody's like. And then she's, like, has a meeting with the higher-ups, remember? Mm-hmm. And then it seemed like she was, like, and, like, she looked crazy, you know? Yeah. Because they were like, is it true that the little boy was with you during those 8 minutes? And then she was like, yes. And she was like, is it true that the little boy died within those 8 minutes? And she was like, yes. And then they're like, did you kill him? And then she was like, no. And then... But, like, you feel me?
Oh, yeah, and the lie detector test was there.
Yeah, and, like, it's not like she was lying, but it just looked like...
It looked crazy. Like, and then she was, like, fighting so hard to, like, get the case to be hers, which could be a way for her to be covering up, I guess.
Yeah,
like, that she
and
killed.
That's what they
like, it made sense, but, like, it was just, like, kind of frustrating to watch because it was just, like, we know she didn't kill him and stuff. Yeah. And she, like, literally witnessed the, like, bending of his body and stuff like that.
Yeah. And then...
Oh, and then Kel, her son,
he
starts to see. Yeah, he starts to see the red hair man, and I think like the biggest point for Kel was like he had like this really big argument with Dawn. They got into an argument, because Kel was just like, you're never around, Mom. You're always working. Which I mean, she's trying to fight all these cases.
He was trying to defend his grandma. Remember?
And his dad, because he was saying that my dad is here. My dad is always around, and you're not.
But dad's not always around. I think he was just defending his grandma because Dawn was mad at the grandma because she had found out she was adopted. Yeah. And then he was like, "Don't yell at grandma." And then she was like, "Don't yell at me. I'm your mother." Mm-hmm. And then he was like, "Yeah, but you're never around. You know."
Yeah. But he said something about his dad, too.
Oh, well,
and,
yeah.
like, his dad...
and his dad tries. Like, even though he's, like, a musician, he tries, you know?
To, like, be there and stuff like that. And then he was... Like, she was saying something about his, like, show. And then he was, like... Because he was, like, in the band. And he was, like, don't come to my show. Mm. And she still went. Good thing she went.
Oh, my gosh. And then he started...
So, basically...
He got that belt.
He was on the basketball court. And he was, like, in his marching band performance. Dawn is there. She's sitting in the bleachers. And this is, like, when Kel starts to see the red hair man. And it, like, actually, like, started getting him, like, crazy. Because he, like...
He coughed up
he, like, blacked out. Like,
he had, like, a seizure almost.
Yeah.
In front of everybody.
In front of the whole gym. And, yeah, that scene was actually crazy.
Yeah, because I did not expect that.
And then it just started to get worse because he started to see the red-handed man in their house. Mm-hmm. And then, like, Edmund started to turn into other people. Like, he would, like, use the grandma to get closer to Kel. Yes. Like, he would pretend to be the grandma.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, no, he was low-key becoming OP. Like, he had to go.
Yeah. He, like, turned into the grandma to get Kel to kind of, like...
Excuse me.
Trust him, I guess. I don't know. He was just doing a lot of crazy stuff to get Kel and to get the attention of Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then basically in the end. Oh,
Dawn like kind of fought Edmund, but I don't really remember.
No, she didn't fight Edmund. She just told him like it was kind of similar to the way that the demons were kind of rebuked in season 1. She was like this isn't the way. Like I understand you just want me to like be with you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like and then like he's the red hair man, and then he slowly transforms back into Edmund, but like he dies. You know?
Yeah.
Because like I mean like. Because then, like, he starts to become deformed and things like that. And then while all that happens, or before that happens, right, McKinney, or Dawn gets it on tape of McKinney basically, like, he was, like, he admitted to, what did he admit to doing? I forgot what he did. But basically, he was guilty. Mm-hmm. And, like, it showed... Or he did something corrupt. I forgot what it was.
Ooh. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I do remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, he did something very corrupt, and she got it on tape. Sorry, we don't have that. But she got it on tape, and then she went back to the higher-ups. And then they're like, damn, like, she's actually not guilty. Like,
and then they tried to get her to come back.
And then she was like... fuck the police, and then NWA started playing, and then that's how it ended, which is kind of fire, like, you know.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
I feel like this season was like, it was good, but I don't think it topped. For me,
season 1 was that.
Season one was really good. I liked how it tied into season 1 though,
yeah, no,
like because I didn't expect it to be like that.
I'll give it to
them.
That was a solid.
I was just like, at first I was like, how does this have anything to do with the first season? And it was so cool to like be like, oh my gosh, like when I saw the scene where it was like the daughter from the first season giving away the twins, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so crazy.
Yeah.
To see.
Chills. Yeah.
Yeah, that
overall,
connection
them
was
was
cool.
just a good watch. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
like,
I wonder if they were doing if they were to do a third season, like how they would connect.
Nah, that family needs rest. I'm not gonna lie.
I hope they put them to rest.
Yeah, that lineage needs rest.
But I wonder if they were to do a third season, like what they would do and how they would go about that. But please don't.
You know.
But I will watch if they do. So
I don't know if I'll do it. My heart.
Yeah, you would.
My heart's not in it.
You would, but hopefully it's just not scary.
I didn't think season 2 was.
I think
scary.
it was just.
I thought season 1 was scary because like it felt a little realistic, you know.
I mean, it is kind of a real. Well, it's maybe not.
I mean, both of those could be realistic because like I believe like you know like demons are real, but like not to that extent.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Yeah, it was crazy though. The whole show itself was actually,
it's a good show.
It was insane.
Do we rate shows on here, or we just talk about it?
I mean, we can rate this one.
I'll throw a rate.
You want to do one for each season, and then we can do it overall.
Okay. Season 1, I'll give that 8 out of 10.
I was gonna go 8 too. I think.
And
8.
then season 2, I'll go 7.5.
Because
they were both really good.
I was gonna say
had
6.
me on the edge of my seat, even though I was watching it lying down. But like, you know,
I would say 6 for season 2, just because like it was a lot of gore, like seeing the characters like die. Like, I mean, I know the first season was kind of like that too, but it was less.
Yeah, it was
gore-ish.
way less.
Like the first 5 minutes of the first episode.
Oh my gosh!
Like watching her dead under the
bro.
sink, I was just like, what the fuck?
And they kept showing it. They showed it like 4 times, and I was like, yo, bro,
oh my gosh. And then like most of the people like we saw die, we saw them actually die. Like it was just like too much.
Yeah,
like,
you heard the cracking of the bones.
Yeah, and it's just like and them screaming, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like what am I actually watching right now? Yeah. Like,
but it got me there. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oof.
Yeah, it was good though. But it really had me like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah. So overall, I think we just gotta go with an 8.
Yeah. Because I think it's a pretty good 8. 8.
It was 7.5.
7.5.
15.5. 15.5 divided by 2.
Oh my god.
I'm not good with math, so I'll leave that there.
I was just gonna say, please don't even try to do the math.
But like we'll put it at like an 8. Overall, good watch. Right?
Yeah. Very, very highly recommended show. Stay tuned for episode 4. We are not going to say what show we're going to be doing this time, but stay tuned and we will see you guys for our next episode.